Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be going over Guild Wars Week 4, Day 6. This basically marks the 1 month mark of Guild Wars. There was a message by Nimhane earlier going over a bunch of stuff that will be coming soon. One of which is Barrier might be getting buffed to be able to protect against Devour eventually, which would be pretty cool. But one thing that should be happening pretty immediately, probably tomorrow, is Famine is going to be getting a nerf in which he will have a higher mana cost. So this brown day right here may be the last day we get to use a unnerfed Famine. So let's enjoy it while we can. This will at least make him a lot less annoying to have to face, that is for sure. Let's just go and do pretty much our standard brown team, I'm pretty sure. Get to enjoy our Famine one last time right on the brown-yellow banner. Occasionally we may have to switch over to a double green or a blue and something else depending on what we're up against. But we'll just rush up our Gorgoltha, double check how much damage he's even doing. Gosh, 3 bomb bots, that could be a little scary depending on how high those stats are. But we'll throw it down on here. Should be pretty straightforward as far as what we'll need to do. To get Gorgoltha up and then throw everything else. Let's double check one last time that it is indeed a brown day, and let's get into these last 5 battles. And we are on track right now. For any of you who haven't been following this week, we are on track for my first time ever having a perfect win streak. We don't have a perfect score, but we are on track to get a perfect win streak. So as long as we get 5-0 today, this will be the first week I ever go all 5-0. So let's hope that we can end up achieving that. And in we go. So right off the bat, of course, Gorgoltha, get that up. Rush Corvash. We'll really need the Corvash this time around because we don't want him generating too much mana. He will be helping us out slightly, especially if he misses. Every brown we see we'll want to take just to make sure if he does get Deep Borer up that he will miss and then just give us a bunch of mana. So any browns we ever see, we will be taking. Just leaving these skulls, of course, because those aren't really going to do anything to a Gorgoltha. So we'll just let him poke on those skulls, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go for a board clear here. He'll probably go for some of his mana, and yes, he does. Almost to full. We'll just throw the Gorgoltha, though, and get this rolling. Nothing with full mana, but we do get a nice skull. We do get a little bit of Corvash, and that will be enough to drain it out as soon as it swipes its mana right here. It didn't end up going for it. There's just this blue just sitting there. Well, I guess we'll go for a little bit of that. We could try for a Devour. I'm thinking about just hitting one of these bomb bots with it, because even if he does get his ability off and they both kill themselves, then we're pretty much good to go from there. Plus, even if it misses like that, it'll destroy out their armor, so now we don't need to deal with the armor anymore. So that's another plus for it. And let's go and get Famine, the last little bit that we get to enjoy with Famine at a lower mana cost. Increasing Famine's mana cost at all, even if it's only increased by 1, is quite a big difference, because right now if you do a +2 on him, he can still get up in like 2-5 times. And I guess 21 wouldn't be too bad, because if you set a +1 to him, he'd still get up in a decent number of turns. Anything higher than a 21 mana cost, and he's going to be a completely different troop. I'm pretty sure he's still going to be used. He's definitely not going to be used as much if it's a 22 or higher mana cost, though. But we'll go and throw the Corvash, get the Gorgoltha down there. And if nothing else, we can just do another Corvash. There isn't really any way we could possibly lose it at this point. So let's just get our last little bit of damage. Another Famine, which we won't even be needing. But I guess we could throw that down if we need. Let's see. Oh, he does get an extra turn there, so I guess we will be needing it since we don't have a Corvash. We'll just kill him out with that, sure. So there we go. No cast for you. And now, if nothing else, the bomb bots will just kill themselves. So we just instantly win. Now we just need to get the final little bit of damage. There is the Corvash for the stun, so we'll get that off. We'll get the first one killed. We'll try devouring the second one, or last one in the line, and then just go from there. Just throw the Corvash. Nice little 30 right there. We'll go on, try to devour the final one. Come on, let's see a Devour. We still have 0 Devour so far. Let's keep track. We've casted it 2 times. Let's see how many... let's see what our Devour to not Devouring ratio is. So right now, 2 Devours, no kill. So we'll count every single one. I'll try to remember counting every single one this time around and see what it actually comes out to. We'll go take a skull. And sure, we'll take that skull too. Yep, we'll just take that skull. And then we'll just throw a Gorgoltha to be able to get the last little bit. Never mind. It just hit on HP, which was the last little bit of damage we needed. So perfect. Down it goes. So we didn't even really need the Famine much there. Mostly was done by the Corvash and such. So let's go into the Idiot here. Of course, using the Cabarrus, Giant Spire, Forest Guardian, and Cabarrus, pretty standard. Of course, we still have the 25% bonus this week due to all of the beasts. So let's just go and take that out. Let's see. Okay. We need to go and leave that skull. We'll take that brown into the, or the purple into the brown, into the purple, into another brown. Wow, 2 of both, and another purple, and then a red, and then, okay, that's it. So, nice cascade right there. Starting to get Giant Spider up. That can be slightly worrisome. We'll just go for some brown right there. And then we'll throw it in with a Gorgoltha afterwards. See where that can get us. And we do have a Corvash available. Oh, wait. Did it not have trait? It didn't have traits. Oh, wow. It doesn't have traits on its one Forest Guardian, so that'll make this quite a bit easier. Do we even bother with a skull here? I say yes, because we could just go with the Corvash route. I don't think I'm going to try devouring the other one. Actually, now that I think about it, let's go try... Yeah, let me actually go devour that. So we'll try devouring it. And there we go. We're 2-1 so far. 2 no devours, 1... Actually, I should say 1-2. We're 1 devourer, 2 no devours. And we'll throw the Corvash right there. We'll get skull distracted. We'll get the drain. 1 skull to be able to take that out since we took the other skull earlier. Don't know if we'll actually be able to retrieve that 1 skull, but we will definitely try to find it. And we can throw the Gorgoltha right after this, and should be good to go from there. So let's throw in the Gorgoltha. Can we get a Corvash? That will be enough to kill it as well. It does not look like it. Can we get a skull? Ooh, it does have Nature Guardian. And that was one of the reasons why I was thinking about aiming at it. It does look like it will be getting its cast off now. I do not see any alignment unless we randomly give it a purple or skull, which could have happened. But it looks like it'll get a skull there. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So pretty safe. Not too much damage from that. Pretty much a complete miss for the most part. So we'll just move that over and try retrieving a little bit more mana. We can't just go for the skull route anymore to get the kill, since he now has the barrier. I can take a blue into a skull, so we will go for that. Start getting Corvash back up. He'll just take a distraction right there, and then we'll go for the reds. Can we get a skull? Yes, we can. Nice, and that's both the Devourers are dead, so now he has no way to instantly kill us. That'll be really cool once they do add that, though, and they add the capability for barrier to block... It basically just allows barrier to block against an instance of Devour. So that would definitely be pretty cool. They also said that they might be adding, or that they're likely going to be adding a, what's it called? To Mana Shield. They'd add the ability to Mana Shield so that it would basically make you immune to Mana Drain. And they also said that Impervious likely will not be getting this effect. Okay, so we'll try getting that up soon. Purple Surge is not enough to be able to get full mana. So I'm just going to take this purple and hope for one off the top then. And that's exactly what we needed. Perfect. So we'll go and... ooh, greens. Sure. I don't actually need it, but that's a lot of green. We'll go try devouring it. Let's see. We are now 2-2. So we're at the exact 50% right now. So we're not having good or bad luck. Just normal drop rate. So we'll go get our Gorgoltha. And see what we can do. Probably just get the blue up there. Oh, don't you dare summon. Oh wait, duh. I can just throw Famine. What am I doing? And that's actually enough to kill too. Sweet. So that's done. Now for the final 3. And come on, just 3 more battles and we have a perfect week to come out from. And we get to do it with Famine pre-nerf. Oh, I'm going to miss using Famine. I might need to find something else to use in these teams then if we're going to replace out Famine. There's definitely plenty of other options. This is just why I love using. I can almost guarantee it'll still use Gorgoltha Corvash combo. At least once we can't use Famine anymore, I'll probably use some kind of red-brown there instead so we cover more colors. Or we could do like a Sylvanine Moor. Sylvanine Moor is a pretty popular pick there too for people who don't have a Famine for this lineup. Speaking of Famine, we're up against the Death Knight class. Famine combo with a weird green slime thrown in there. Normally green slime is not used within that combo. A little bit of an off pick there. But I guess the only thing we really have to worry about then is Black Manacle's Devour, since we can easily handle the death marks. So mainly because we can just keep draining them. We'll be able to drain, or we'll be able to stun him to make sure he can't do the trait, and we'll be able to drain the death. So Death Marks are pretty much disabled right from the start for the most part. The only thing we really have to worry about is that one Devour. But if we keep draining it as well, then it won't have any mana to Devour with. And it's only a 20% chance, so not too high. So there's our other Devour. Let's see. Will we get good or bad luck? We're currently on a perfect 50-50 for it. I think I will throw this at Famine. So we'll go do that. Please Devour. Nope. 2-3 so far on the Devours. And we'll just take ourselves a red skull. Oh, we got a skull too, which isn't that good because oh, never mind. He's stunned right now. That's fine then. As long as we kill him while he's stunned, that is fine. Let me just try getting Corvash back up to make sure we can re-stun him. Because we need to make sure that he is stunned before we do this ability, or he will get the death marks off on us. So right here, I will throw... actually, is Famine enough damage? Because he's stunned right now. That is 18, that's 36. 36 on top of that is 66, and that is indeed enough damage. So we will throw that down. No death marks for us. And there we go. Perfect. And now we have the Corvash to drain out the next two. Only thing we might need to worry about, of course, is the Famine. So we'll need to address that soon. I guess we'll just take some green. We'll go do that. Maybe get a skull. No skull or anything like that. So he'll just take some blues. We'll... Come on, board. What is this board? I don't want... Really? Well, if that's our... Is that really our only move? If it is our only move, I'm just going to Corvash that. So, yeah, we're going to Corvash that. I don't believe there's another move. Nope, doesn't look like one. But we'll let him do that. We'll take the skull, I think. That way we can take the mana and let him take the skull. I think we'll go for that. Still need to make sure Death doesn't get full mana. So we'll throw that down on Corvash. Keep our mana going up. And see if we can get another one. And nice extra turn. Not enough mana off it, though. But we can easily just swipe for it. Probably swipe it that way just to get a nice variety of all of our manas. Get 3 of them up with that by only taking 2 different manas. Nice value. And okay. So we have Corvash. We have our Devourer. Oh gosh, I lost track. I think it was 2-3, right? Pretty sure it was 2-3. Let's see. Was it now? 2-4. Ouch. Okay. Not that good on the Devourer rate, that's for sure. We'll get the last little mana we need for Famine. Oh, I have to take a green if I want to take the last mana for Famine. Or yellow. And neither of which are available. So I guess I'll just go with the move I was just about to do anyways. Actually, we get more mana that way. So let's just do that. Now we can go for something like the brown, but he does block us. That is unfortunate, and we got the counter for his block, so goodbye. We'll take out the Famine with the Famine. I'm gonna miss when we can't do that anymore with Famine. No, it's not like his ability's being changed, or I don't think it is. It's just his mana cost is the main thing being changed with it. So that could change things quite a bit. If it's too big of an increase, he's of course not going to be used nearly as much, which is kind of the point because right now it's used like crazy in high amounts. Okay, so at this point, just need to get Corvash up, and we're pretty much going to be good to go. So we'll actually go for brown right here, just so we can explode it. There seems to already be enough blue on the board that we'll be able to do it out that way. He's most likely going to steal blue this turn, especially since he needs it for death. So yeah, he will go for a blue. We'll explode. Hopefully that's enough mana, and that is match right there. Just got to throw the Corvash, and that is good to go. Both of them down. Way overkill on that, but that is enough to finish out the match. And the drain spam's going pretty well. Devour rate, I believe, is 2-4 if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I already messed that up. I'm pretty sure it's 2-4 though. So I'm pretty sure someone else, if anyone's been keeping track with me, probably no. Or I could double check in the recording after. But I believe it's 2-4 right now. Of course, now we're up to Kabirus, Giant Spider, Forest Guardian, Kabirus. Hopefully that means our luck will be good for the next 2 Devours to make up for the bad luck earlier. Of course, that has absolutely no effect. It's a 50% chance every time. Let's see. What do we start on? I guess we'll let him take the skull. Maybe try for the extra turn skull. We don't get it. He'll just take the normal skull. Oh, he didn't even go for the bottom one. Wish he would have. But at least this gives him 2 turns of delay. Oh, can we? Can we bait him into taking a 5 times? Or giving us a 5 times, I mean? I believe I can. I take the blue up. He'll take the skull. We'll take the 5 times of yellow. That looks like a plan. Am I missing something here? No, that looks exactly like what's going to happen. So we'll do that. He'll take the skull. And boom, 5 times yellow. Perfect. So there's Gorgolfa. And most of our famine mana, or some of our famine mana, not actually most, but a decent amount. We'll go take that red, because why not? It gives a free stun. And take the blue too, for the same reason, why not? And actually that will give us our Corvash, or should. As long as it hits enough blues. Yep, and there we go. That is our Corvash mana. Would be really good to focus down our famine right now. He is getting, he does have, of course, have that 50% mana on everything start, and still has a lot of mana in everything. So we'll want to go disable that out. And perfect. Full mana. He'll take the yellow. The +1 saved us right there. That gave us exactly enough mana, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, let's go kill the first one. And we're 2 to 4 on Devours right now, so hopefully that is enough to go kill the last one. We'll use the Corvash for the final damage on that. But please, Devour, 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 Devour. You got this. Yeah, 3-4 so far on the Devours. Hopefully that means we get a Devour next cast. We'll use that for the last battle. I wish that did mean we had a guaranteed Devour. That'd be great. Let's see. But he'll take the Skull right there. Let's... we'll just throw a Corvash, even though he doesn't have that much mana. Though he might get Giant Spider up if he keeps going for it every single turn, so I do have to watch out for that. But we do have another Devour chance, and if we get it this time, we'll be at exact 50%. Sure, I'll just take these blues off the way. I might as well just take every extra turn off the board, even though it's not really doing much. The only thing we get on 4 times matches or higher is a stun, which isn't really making much of a difference. But we'll throw this down. Actually, let me throw it on the summon. Come on. Oh, okay, we're 3-5 so far in the Devour. He'll take a Skull. We'll cleanse off. Hopefully we can save our luck for the final battle then. And we'll throw a Corvash there. Actually, I'm going to wait on the Corvash until he gets full mana. Until then, I guess we'll go for some Gorgolfa mana. Oh, which way? Yeah, that way. I don't want to give him Browns. So we'll do that. I don't want to give it Skulls either, so we'll do it that way. Or, you know, not an extra turn of Skulls. It's fine giving him normal Skulls. That's actually helping us. So we'll let that happen. Take some yellows, start getting our famine up. Get some random reds, not really needed, but hey, why not? And sure, I guess we'll throw a Corvash in. Or actually, let me throw Gorgolfa. That'll be enough to try another Devour chance. We're what, 3-5 right now? So let's see if we can get the Devour. Ooh, free turn too. Sweet. So let me go take these Browns. And well, I guess we might as well take the Skull too and save all the drains for the last one. So we're 3-5 right now. Let's see that Devour happen on the final kill right here. And what will it be? Nope, 3-6. 33% rate so far. And we will go, and so we're pretty unlucky right now then. So yeah, we'll just famine. We'll Corvash into a famine. Almost said famine into a Corvash, but we'll do that, and that's match, right? No. Oh yes, that is 30 damage is enough to kill it. Obviously, it has 29 HP. 30 would be higher. So there we go. And what is the final battle? The final battle that will determine if this is indeed a perfect 30-win, first 30-win week for us. Let's see. Where'd it go? Results. Yep, there we go. One more. One more win. And 30 straight wins. Let's see. Eye of Mars. Okay. This actually isn't that bad. Oh, actually, it will be a little bit annoying because it's going to be getting rid of our yellows. I almost feel like switching up my banner to a brown-blue. Mainly because of the yellow deny it's going to do. So we'll just make a quick adjustment and then we'll go right into it. So brown-blue, perfect. It's only a few clicks away. And we'll throw this down for this battle. Mainly because I want to get the Corvash up and really need to get to Dracula's too. Might even be a good idea to take a brown-green. I'll stick with brown-blue though. Because once we get one, the Humility's dead. We're pretty much just one. And we can just throw the Devours at him too. So I also want to make sure we deny his blue. But then again, we'd be denying his green as well. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go brown-green. Change of plan. Change of plan. We'll go brown-green. And I said we'd utilize Famine. We're going to utilize Famine. Make sure he gets that little bit of green. We could even set double green. I'm not going to commit to it that hard, though. We'll just stick with a standard brown-green. Because if he keeps taking greens, then we wouldn't really be able to get extra from brown. So we'll stick with that. And yeah, all we have to do is just get Gorgolfa up quickly, get our Famine up, drain it, make sure Dracula's dies, and as soon as Dracula's dies, we essentially win. The only thing that may happen is Spirit Fox may kill a troop of ours, but there's no way a Spirit Fox will really solo us. And Double Humility technically could solo an entire team, but under AI control, that is basically never going to happen, because they'll keep taking all of their extra turns whenever there's 4 times or 5 times, preventing them from infinitely looping. like what you could do under human control. But, okay, starting board. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's actually pretty bad. Especially since we didn't do the +1 blue banner. Should have gone to +1 blue, though we could have... There was no way knowing that this would be the starting board. Do we even bother taking mana? Well, yeah, we take a skull out of it. We'll take it that way. Get a skull. Oh, I give it green. Oh, and blue. Oh, that's not too good. It's starting to get Draculus up. If Draculus wins this, if Draculus wins this on the very last battle, oh gosh, that better not happen. Well, he actually could. He is in position right now to have a chance of being able to do that. Let's go take some yellow because they're not going to be here after this turn. So let's go take those. Get ourselves some yellow. Gorgoth almost has full mana. He's not really going for it for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Can I get a Skull Distract? Oh, I do not want to give him that much green. Oh, no, 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 no. That would be awful. What can we do, though? Can we Skull Distract him in any way? Let's see. Oh, wait. He's going to give that to us. Or he's going to give us a 10 green right there. Let me go and move it all the way over here. I'm just going to play it safe all the way in the corner. And that'll be full mana on Gorgoltha. I can almost guarantee he's going to drain our Gorgoltha right now. If not, then that's great. Okay, yep, of course. But he will give us that pure green right there. So we'll go take that. That would have been awful if it would have gotten an extra turn. We probably would have lost if he got an extra turn somehow from that Cascade. But, yep, let's just get Gorgoltha up. He'll get distracted by that skull. And as long as it's Surge, we should have enough mana, and it does indeed Surge. And he has 2 different Skull Distracts, though one of them will probably be undone by our cast right here. So we'll go do that, and yep, there goes the entire board being exploded. And even though we exploded literally the entire board, we did not get enough mana to be able to do anything. Interesting. But we'll go throw the yellow here, throw down the browns. He is going to get 1 Draculus, but that should be the one and only that he ever gets. Let's ensure that that is the one and only, or else we could be in some trouble. Let's see. How do we go about this? I think we throw a Corvash before we use Gorgoltha. The main reason for this, even though he doesn't really have much mana on them, is just to make sure that he doesn't keep proccing the Virtue of Humility. Now, whenever we use Gorgoltha, they will not trigger, at least until the duration of the stun. So, like right now, when we did damage to him, of course, it did not trigger. And then again, right there, it did not trigger. So that's the main reason for doing that. Please devour. Oh gosh, please devour. Actually, it isn't. We're 3-5, right? No, 3-6. Okay, we're 3-6. We're extremely down on luck. Please make this devour. It's not going to make or break us, but it would be lovely if it did. There we go. 4-6 on devours, but that was the most important out of all the devours we've gotten thus far, at least in this particular battle. So let's go and Gorgoltha that. That should be enough skulls to kill, and it is indeed. And of course, he's still not getting Virtues of Humilities because he's still stunned. And we're going to re-stun him if we keep our Corvash. Okay, he went for the one that had like no mana. Perfect. Don't know why, but that is perfectly fine. I can't take any brown. Can't really take any... I guess I will take a purple. And maybe get a skull. No skull, but we do get the purple, so that's fine. We'll throw a Corvash right here, steal that little bit of mana, or drain that little bit of mana that he just got. And I'll also re-stun it, the Virtue of... or the Humility, I mean. Oh, I didn't take the red. Oops. And that would have given us a free skull. But, yeah, it's pretty much a match at this point. Not really any way it could kill. It has 29 true damage. I guess it could get 1 kill on one of these, but we can easily just resummon off of Cabarrus, so that does appear to be match. And, of course, we have the Famine just waiting there for whenever we need that final cast. In a way, I guess Famine might not be too nerfed, even with a higher mana cost, because many teams kind of like this, he ends up getting way more mana than he would ever need. I think it will only really nerf him being able to keep spamming over and over again, because sometimes you can fall behind a Famine with the Jinx and him just draining your entire team. And with his higher mana cost, I guess he will not be able to solo against like an entire team by just getting more mana quicker than they can. But that'll probably be the biggest change that will happen to him. But he's still going to be really good in exploding teams. Teams like this probably won't even really experience much of a difference with it. Of course, if you're 1 mana short, then yeah, that would make a huge difference. But for the most part, should pretty much play out the same, hopefully. But we'll throw that down and Corvash into our Devour chance. Actually, let's do our Devour chance right now. We're, what, 4-6? So does that mean we have a 100% chance to Devour right now? Come on, let's see it. Right on the final hit. You got this. If not, we get to finish with Famine. Hey, we get to finish with Famine right before he gets nerfed. So we'll throw down the Corvash. And please take mana. Please take mana. Good, it surged. And that is match. What a way to end. Ending it with the final cast I will ever use a Famine prior to it getting nerfed. So, oh, by the way, this is going to be the first nerf to a mythic ever. I think they're finally doing the nerf now and not in the past. Mainly because since mythics and everything is going to be craftable in the nearest future, probably like the next month or two, they figured it's finally time to rebalance the mythics. They said that they're actually rebalancing a couple mythics. They only mentioned Famine specifically as far as what they're going to be changing with it. But they also mentioned things like Ketrastable and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess they're kind of rebalancing it now since it'll eventually just be craftable. So anyone who happens to just randomly get it, it won't be as bad anymore since before, if you had like one really good mythic, or if you only had like one mythic and it was decent, and then if they like nerfed it, that'd be absolutely horrible. But now it's not as effective. But anyways, here we go. Final Famine, pre-nerf. There we go. Not like it makes any difference. I believe his ability is going to be exactly the same, just a slightly higher mana cost. But still, that can change things up a lot. But there we go. First week completed. Full 30 wins. Now, you know what the next goal is. I don't know how many weeks more it'll take for the next goal, but the next goal is the perfect 6,300 score every single day, which would require us to use the pure color team every single day, which we do already, but it would also require us to make sure we survive with all 4 troops every single day, which with how Devour and Deathmark currently work is near impossible without really good luck. It's basically just rolling dice as far as if you will or will not end up surviving a week like that. But there we go. At least until they make these other changes. So I will probably post in the comment section below, or not the comment section, but, you know, description, the link of all that information. I'm not going to make it like a video going over all those. I mentioned it in the previous stream as well, but I'll just post the link if you guys want to read up on it. I basically already explained everything that's in it, but I'll make sure to post a link as well. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this week. Looks like we're going to be finishing out on 3rd. We did end up winning on 2nd last week. Might even drop down a little bit because there's 2 pretty high people coming up. And we'll see how they come in next week. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for Guild Wars. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and best of luck in next week's Guild Wars.